My name is Kaitlynn. I'm 16.
I'm Aleyde and I'm 15 years old.
My name is Ashley Vera. I'm 15 years old and I go to Palisade Preparatory School in Yonkers, New York.
We're from the Bronx, you know. Not a lot of people from the Bronx can make it. I mean, I don't even know what college is.
Roadtrip is a program where we interview people whose footsteps we would like to follow, and we want to know how they got there and how we could get there.
Guys, what's happening? I'm Arne. How you doing?
Find that thing that you get up and do, regardless whether you made any money or not, and then pursue that thing, whatever that is. That's your gift. That's your genius. Do that.
We're in New York City.
We're in Midtown.
We're in Rockefeller.
Where they put the really big Christmas tree.
7 in the morning.
Why are we awake this early?
For Education Nation.
We're here in Rockefeller Center, and we're going to be interviewing some people.
We're going to be interviewing several people.
Education leaders.
What better mark is there for the commitment of citizens and to make sure that all the young people have an equal opportunity to be highly educated?
I think doing road trip, I've really built up the confidence to just work towards what I really want. Like here, we just kind of walked up to people, shook hands with them, met them, introduced ourselves.
So when you were our age, which is 16 years old, you know, you're sitting down one day and you're like, what am I going to do with my life? Where did you see yourself going?
It's a really good question. When I was 16, I was doing well in school, but I was really into football. And I applied to a lot of colleges, and I got recruited to play football. But I made a choice to go to a good school and play football because my mom had always said, with a good education, you can do anything.
So if you went to college for football and you wanted to play football, how did you get to your job today?
I got a good education. I got a PhD. I figured out football wasn't going to work, so then I went into forensic psychology. That didn't really fit with my personality. It was very intense, but I had a chance to get exposed to other things like the criminal justice system, and then that led to policy. And then I was very lucky, and I did a fellowship on Capitol Hill for Senator Ted Kennedy. And then this guy from Illinois with a name a lot of people didn't understand decided to run for president. And I knew a lot of people that knew him, and I had a chance to meet him. And I was very inspired by him. So I chose to work on the campaign very early, before he even announced. And then I had the opportunity, I was blessed to work at the White House. I think I started to say, and I stalled, that I was lucky. But I once heard there was a term. Someone described there's no such thing as luck. Luck is just being prepared for the unexpected. So I think I was prepared for the unexpected.
Every person that we interview gives us a puzzle piece. So we just like take everyone's puzzle piece, their little piece, and we put it together and it just gives us a big picture.
Don't follow this, follow this. You follow what you love, you will be good at it. If you follow what you think you should do, you might not. So follow what you love.
Well, let me just give you a little advice, all right? Take it from somebody 60 years old, wasn't the greatest student. Get smart early. Make a decision. Get smart. Be ready, because you're young, you can fool around, you can take a look. But get smart and understand that it's important, whatever your decision, okay?
Okay.
And that as much as it's really comforting to be at home and to be in our own communities and to be with our own friends, it's really exciting when we go and meet new friends and we get outside of our community and go learn about how other people live. I'll tell you what, I'm 44 years old, I'm still undecided about what I want my future to be, and I find that really exciting because as long as I'm constantly trying to learn and be curious, that's how I'm going to have the great adventures.
How you guys doing? Doing okay? What's happening?
Real proud of you guys, all right?
the thing about it is people love to talk about themselves. You just do that. You just ask them, you know, what was the number one, what was the one thing that got you to where you are?
What advice would you give to, you know, people our age if we're kind of confused about what we want to do?
How did you overcome the obstacles that life thrown at you?
Well, would you say you're happy where you landed?
That's the best thing, because when you find out from people how they got the jobs that they have, you find out their path, it gives you an idea what the path is. If you don't know the path, like how do you do it? It's completely confusing, right? And I wish I had been able to do something like this, you know, and so I admire that you can do that.
Coming down to Education Nation made me realize how big of a priority our nation's education is. They're right. They're like, if we don't get educated, we can't lead the nation. If we can't lead the nation, then there's no future. I mean, I thought it would be something boring, but then once I got here and saw it, it was just completely interesting.
Roadtrip Nation gives you a lot of different experience, and you can see in a different perspective all the new opportunities that you have.
And you're actually going to use it. It's not just fun. You learn things, and learning is just awesome to me. Road trips to me is just one big experience.